So a couple days ago, I made a video about this YouTuber called Schelp that got banned from Roblox because he like catches predators. You can watch that video. I'll put up a picture of it. Um, but yeah, and then I just learned today that Roblox just responded. It's just everywhere. But yeah, bro, let's just get into it. I want to hear about this.
It's
Disclaimer.
been a few days since the situation with Schelp and Roblox threatening him with the lawsuit went public,
It's been
and
like
there
two
have
days.
already been a ton of updates. First of all, thousands of creators along with major news outlets have started covering the story, and a lot of these videos are pulling in millions of views. The few who aren't
Yeah,
covering it
mine pulled like 20,
Bruh.
but I don't really care.
or outright refuse to are getting called out and exposed by the community. This video also goes into depth about Roblox's pathetic attempt to sweep this whole thing under the rug, from deleting thousands of pro shop shirts off the catalog to censoring posts speaking about this on the Roblox's official dev forums. I'll also be speaking about the fact that their chief safety officer sold over $800,000 worth of Roblox stock right before the legal threat happened, which many see as a direct response from Roblox. On top of that, I'll be
What?
going more in depth regarding the claims circulating on Twitter regarding Roblox's CEO David Baszucki, where people are claiming that he was on the Epstein list, which we'll be diving into later in the video
Oh,
because I
wow.
found something that might suggest their connection. Before we get
Wait,
into
what?
everything, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and watch until the end because what I'm about to show you in this video is absolutely insane. The first major update to this whole situation is the absolute explosion of coverage it's gotten online. And when I say
Yeah.
explosion, I
Like, this thing has gotten, like, a bunch of views. Like, I see videos all about it, bro. Like, almost every one that I watch, like, as leaps of, like, commentary that I watch has made a video about this. It's actually insane.
genuinely mean it. This thing has gone everywhere. Massive YouTubers have already jumped in, such as Penguin Zero, also known as Moist Critical, JDon, who's collaborated with Schlep in the past,
Wow.
Creecraft, one of the biggest names in
Creecraft.
Roblox, and of
Wow.
course, Schlepp's own original video on the situation have all already smashed over 1 million views in
Yeah,
just a matter of a
1.3
few
in
days.
2 days.
It's not just YouTubers. Major outlets are now picking up the story as well, such as Dexterio, Drama
Wait,
Alert, and
actually?
Libs of TikTok. And from what I've just
Oh,
been told,
wow.
this is just the start. Even larger news outlets are planning on covering this very soon, based off of some posts that have been circulating on Twitter. On top of that, Roblox's own star creators like Cuban
I'm so disappointed in Roblox. I'm doing leaving the star front. You ain't sticking. I'm considering quitting personally. I'm quitting personally. I'm tired of this stuff. I mean, I don't really play Roblox that much. I never really ever really did play Roblox that much. But I mean, I just feel like I don't really ever really appreciate Roblox because I could be completely wrong about this, or I could be completely right and just be speaking facts. But Roblox makes money off of other people's creations. And the people that make like those games get Robux, which I heard maybe you can turn into real life money. But yeah, like all Roblox does, it itself doesn't like except of making like clothes for like the people to wear. They really just profit off of other people's creations. Say like I don't know, natural disaster. That's really the only Roblox game that I've ever really played. That wasn't made by Roblox, I think. It was made by a completely other just person who makes money off of like that. Roblox just I don't know. I just never really respected Roblox that much.
Steak and many others have started openly rebelling, with people like, for example, Cubink changing their username to Free Schlep. And the most
Wow.
insane part about that is that Roblox's brand new terms of services implies that supporting people like this could get you banned. So the
Huh? Wait, what? They are in fact acting in ways that could be harmful to others. What is being harmful to others? Who are they harming? The predators? Both and both on and off our product. For example, their efforts may leave bad actors on the platform longer simply to create more sensationalized social media content. Actions taken by vigilant groups increase the risk of more users being exposed to bad actors. I think by bad actors they mean the predators and can delay enforcement or efforts by both Roblox and law enforcement. Any account, including those vigilant groups or individuals caught violating our politics, will face consequences. So, what Roblox saying is, them arresting or like getting at least them like the predators banned off of Roblox, they're like this entire like thing could just be said in like a couple of words. Roblox supports predators. That's all, like that's literally what they're saying. How does this how does this be harmful to others? Yeah, it'll be harmful to the predators because they're actually going to jail and facing consequences that they deserve. This just makes no sense.
The fact that these creators are willing to risk their account
I probably have a video on in like a
just
week.
shows how serious the situation is and how strongly the community is pushing back. And it's not just the community. Supposedly, even law enforcement is weighing in. A post claimed to be from the Arkansas State Police are now calling for David Baszucki to step down as the Roblox CEO, citing
Actually,
failures in user safety, transparency, and public.
I mean, I honestly agree. This might not be real. Oh, okay. But I mean, that's still crazy. I like, also the things I've been hearing of Roblox lately, of them changing friends to connections, I don't really know what that really means. And also making Roblox a dating website. I don't know if that's true, but I've just heard about that. If that's true, I really do think that David Baszucki should be banned because I just like this is weird.
Trust. Now, I can't confirm for a fact if this post is 100% legitimate. The fact that it's being shared and taken seriously at all just shows how
This is a deep demand for
deep the
attention.
demand for change is getting. Now, as true as it is that everyone's talking about the situation, there's still some people and even
We've been talking about mass exodus, Roblox developers planning free scalp scans and art.
news accounts who are completely refusing to touch it. One of the most
Wow.
popular examples is the Roblox Twitter news account Bloxy News. They've been in a lot of drama lately for openly refusing to cover the Schelp situation. Now, obviously, it's up to anyone if they want to speak on something or not, but here's where it gets crazy. Bloxy News hasn't just been ignoring it, they've been banning people from their Twitter community for bringing it up. There have been
Wait, actual?
multiple tweets made where people have been getting removed from the Bloxy News community simply for talking about the Schelp situation, and this isn't the first time something like this happened. Back during the Teddy drama, people were also getting silenced for raising concerns before Roblox took any action. And here's the most ironic part. Bloxy News was one of the first accounts to cover the Ruben Sim situation when he was being sued by Roblox over 4 years ago. Back then, it was fair game to report on Roblox's legal actions, but now when it's about Schelp, a creator who's been catching all of these creeps, suddenly it's off limits. Why? Some might be asking, why would they do this? There's a pretty likely explanation. Bloxy News is affiliated with Gilded, which is owned by Roblox, and if they start speaking out about anything on Roblox, especially something this big, it could
They'll.
easily impact their connection to Gilded. So
Yup.
instead of risking that partnership,
You know, I will not be talking about this Schelp situation on Blox News. Even no one bothers me.
they've chosen to keep quiet and silence anyone who tries to talk about it in their spaces, and this takes us directly
This isn't gonna work, by the way. This is honestly like the thing is, most of Roblox's fan base are little kids, or like 7 to 9 year old age groups, or for at least like people that play Roblox nowadays. Like that's mainly the group. And right now, like at that age, when something is not liked, they will think, "Oh, I don't like this anymore." Like they will get what's the word? You know what I'm talking about. They'll get like sensitive and be like, "Oh, like I don't like doing this no more. Like and nobody likes it, so I'm not gonna play it no more." This isn't really gonna help you.
to the larger issue here. Roblox themselves are actively trying to silence the situation.
Actually?
Roblox has been silencing people about this in multiple ways, and the first one is honestly insane. There are thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of shirts
100,000. 1,200. Okay, nobody's buying this. But like, free scale.
being
Bro.
uploaded to
Oh,
Roblox
it's free. Oh no.
in support of Schelp. These are harmful and they're not breaking any rules. They're just showing support for someone who's being unfairly targeted. But
Yeah.
the crazy part is that a huge number of these shirts have been disappearing, completely wiped from the catalog. People on
Wow.
Twitter have been posting about it all day, complaining that their shirts were removed without any warning, and it's ridiculously easy to prove. Just search Schelp on the Roblox catalog, and a bunch of shirts that were there just hours ago
Free scale.
completely wiped from existence, like Roblox is trying to pretend they never existed in the first place.
Wow.
And as bad as that is, this is only the start of how Roblox is silencing people who speak out about Schelp. Because when you look at the rest of what's actually been happening, it becomes painfully clear that this isn't just moderation, it's Roblox
So why is Roblox doing this? Like why?
It's actively trying to bury this entire situation. Developers have started reporting that Roblox is actively censoring posts and discussions about the Schelp situation, even in spaces meant for developers. Roblox news accounts like RBXL News have already called this out. One clear example comes from the Roblox developer forum. A developer posted a thread calling for a dev strike, which basically is a protest against Roblox, and within hours the post was taken down. The official
Oh
reason
my.
was for it being off topic, which is completely stupid.
How is that off topic? This is literally exactly. This makes no sense.
Roblox is pretending that a community-wide protest about their own platform somehow doesn't fit any forum category. All I will say is that when a company starts censoring their own community for talking about accountability, that's when you know they're not trying to protect safety, they're trying to protect themselves. Hey, so I'm just gonna quickly interrupt here. There's actually been a live update on the whole situation.
What?
So there was another news article that came
Why did Roblox
out regarding the whole situation, and Roblox actually gave a quote. They said, "It is important to speak with the right
sources don't really understand the vigilant individuals in group operate while violating policies around sharing personally identifiable information leading to blank sexual conversations, lying about their ages, etc. While while having a profit motive to aviate I don't know how to say that. I'm dumb. Detection instead of providing companies like ours with the information says. But I'm pretty sure last video, when I actually reacted to the Schelp video, he said that Schelp himself was groomed and like shown. I'm gonna put the word up. Like that stuff in like when he was a child, and y'all didn't ban that person. That what at least what he said. I don't know if it's true, but like that's what he said. And, like y'all didn't ban the person until years later. So what y'all saying instead of private like ours with the information, like that just doesn't make sense because. Another thing from his actual video, he said that his conversations aren't even on Roblox. They're on Discord and stuff like that. Like, it's just Roblox. It's just not making sense, bro.
sources to really understand how vigilante individuals and groups operate, such as sharing personal information, engaging in political conversations, lying about their ages, all that stuff.
But I've never even watched a Scout video, but I'm pretty sure he's probably not sharing the actual person, like the predator's like information himself. I don't really think he's doing that. I'm pretty sure he can't, honestly. It's not YouTube guidelined. But he's not like showing it to millions of people that watch his videos. He himself is just doing it.
While having a profit motive to the detection instead of providing companies like ours with all the information to take the necessary action. And this is coming from an official Roblox representative. I do not even understand what is going through their
Yeah,
minds.
I don't get what they mean.
First of all, Schelp in his video and Gideon in his video perfectly went over how they report everything to not only Roblox but to law enforcement. Additionally, them saying that they don't report to the proper channels is completely stupid because
yeah, they report to the police. Is that not a proper channel?
To law enforcement.
Yeah.
They're skipping the whole Roblox step and they're getting these arrested. So
yeah.
Not only did Roblox just basically silence all the criticism they were getting on their dev forums and on their Roblox catalog, they just doubled down on possibly the worst take on the internet.
Yeah, that's like this is the one of the dumbest responses I've ever heard besides the Peter response. Watch that video, bro. But this is just dumb. Like there's just so much incredibly wrong with this statement that like honestly, if you got rid of all the wrong things that they were saying, the words would literally just be I, it, and the like, bro.
This year alone. Anyways, let's continue back with the rest of the video. And all this lines up perfectly with Roblox's obsession with protecting their public image and their corporate partnership.
Yeah.
Remember, Roblox isn't just a game platform anymore. It hasn't been for years. It's a billion-dollar company tied into brands.
Jeez, $90 billion. Holy.
Investors and marketing deals, allowing a public high-traffic space like the dev forum to fill up with posts.
Me personally, I don't really think unbanning like Schelp will really just destroy your entire business. I don't really think that would happen.
About catching, lawsuits, and corporate negligence would be a PR nightmare for them.
And with them saying that y'all are breaking, like, never mind, bro.
If all of this wasn't suspicious enough, Here's where it gets from shady to downright sketchy. On August 8, 2025, Roblox's chief safety officer, Matthew Kaufman, sold over $800,000 worth of Roblox stock. This just so happens to be the exact same time Roblox was preparing to go after Schelp with that cease and desist letter. At first glance, it already looks bad. The head of safety cashing out right as Roblox is about to be slammed for threatening someone who catches. But then it gets worse. Ruben Sim pointed out that the sale was made a day before Schelp received the cease and desist email. It was executed on August 7th, and Schelp got the letter on the 8th. Even though the sale was part of a pre-scheduled plan going back to November 4th, 2024, the timing is just completely unreal. Think about it. The moment the sale goes through, Roblox drops one of the most controversial legal threats in their history, and as Ruben put it, it's almost like Kaufman was waiting for the stock sale to finalize before making such a risky and damaging move. And let's not forget, this isn't just some random Roblox employee, this is the chief safety officer, the person who's supposed to be responsible for protecting users, especially children, from the very kinds of Schelp was catching. So seeing him cash out right before the company takes legal action against someone protecting kids, that's not just bad optics, it's a PR disaster. Before we move forward, I quickly want to show you this screenshot that's been brought to my attention. It's allegedly from a child safety lawsuit against Roblox, and it contains a statement supposedly made by a former Roblox employee describing the company's approach to safety.
You made a decision, right? You can keep your friends, then it would be less of them on the platform. And just let them do what they want to do, and then the numbers will look good. And yeah.
It basically says that you have to choose between keeping players safe or keeping them on the platform, and that Roblox prioritizes growth and investor satisfaction over protecting kids.
Wow, yeah, that actually does make a lot of sense with all this information.
Whether you believe this alleged quote or not, it paints a very clear picture of how Roblox operates. And
Roblox is honestly just money hungry. That's kind of what he's saying, kind of. Or like just don't care about kids, bro. They care about money more than they care about their own audience.
Everything that's happening right now, the silencing, the censorship, and the legal threats against Schelp, it's not that hard to see a pattern. And speaking of patterns, this is where things take a much darker turn, because Roblox's own CEO, David Baszucki, has his name tied to Jeffrey Epstein. Before we get into David Baszucki, I need to set the stage with someone whose name keeps popping up in this story, Henry Kissinger. Henry was the US Secretary of State in the 1970s, infamous for greenlighting brutal foreign policy decisions. But here's the part most people don't know. In 1975, the State Department destroyed a massive client list tied to John Dean Norman, a man who ran a nationwide child ring. That list reportedly documented tens of thousands of clients, including public officials and influential figures. Years later, Henry's name also appears in Jeffrey Epstein's so-called Black Book. Now, to be crystal clear, a name appearing in the contact book does not by itself prove any crime. But that overlap is exactly why people keep drawing lines between these circles. So how exactly does this come back to Roblox? Henry had deep ties to the Paley Media Council, or Paley Center for Media, a high-powered divisive media network patched with top executives and public figures. And who else is listed as connected to the Paley Center? Roblox's CEO, David Baszucki. On paper, the Paley Council is a member club for media and tech leaders, but the roster includes people who aren't media in any normal sense. Former high-ranking government officials like James Baker and Robert Gates, for example. You also have Tony Blair, a former UK Prime Minister whose name shows up in Epstein's address book. Keep in mind that an Epstein accuser has said that she was forced to do the thing with a former Prime Minister. Then you have Jimmy Savile, one of the UK's most infamous, whose decades of crimes are now public record, and Rupert Murdoch, a major media mogul who has been socially connected to Ghislaine Maxwell's family and is also listed in Epstein's contact book. Again, being in the same network doesn't automatically make someone guilty, but it does show how many high-profile, controversial, and interconnected figures move in the same circle of influence. Then, in 2023, P. Diddy was named a trustee of the council at the same time his own name was wrapped in serious allegations. That's the kind of company the council keeps. Here's why this matters for Roblox. David Baszucki's connection to the Paley Center places him in the same elite network as multiple figures with Epstein ties. That doesn't prove any wrongdoings by David Baszucki.
So, I mean, it could be possible that he was involved in that stuff.
It does make you look twice. And this isn't the only example of him moving in high-power circles. In 2024, he was invited to Donald Trump's presidential inauguration. Trump himself has been accused of having ties to Epstein and has been proven to have spoken with him multiple times. So when you put it all together, you've got the CEO of Roblox rubbing shoulders with world leaders, billionaires, and media moguls, many of whom are connected to some of the most disturbing situations in the last few decades. When you pair all of that with Roblox's current behavior of silencing creators, threatening Schelp, deleting support shirts, censoring dev forum posts, it absolutely raises questions about priorities. Is Roblox laser focused on optics and investor comfort over child safety? Because that's exactly
honestly, there's so much proof that there probably are.
How it looks. And here's what really seals it. Only address Schlepp's allegations in a private cease and desist, not in a public statement where they could be challenged on the facts. Instead, they hid behind a broad vigilante group narrative, letting their PR team doing the talking while they quietly tried to bury the story. Meanwhile, their so-called proper reporting channels have failed time and time again. Schelp has proved he has used them, and the timeline
Mhm.
speaks for itself. Schelp gets instant account wipes, legal threats, and corporate statement, known like Potamer, for example, or Nathrix, multiple years before they're banned, if they even get banned at all. Now they're deleting shirts, censoring posts, and wiping dev forum
Oh
threads.
my
That's not a
god.
coincidence, that's simply fear. If Roblox truly believed they were in the right, they wouldn't have to silence their own community. At the end
Yeah, they would like fight back. Like they wouldn't just not respond.
of the day, this isn't just about protecting kids, this is about Roblox protecting their own image, and the fact that they'd rather threaten a guy catching rather than the themselves tells you
Yeah.
everything that you need to know. After explaining what I just did, there's a pretty high chance that I'll be the next person who gets a cease and desist for pointing out this extremely alarming connection. So please, like the
Yo.
video, subscribe, and share it everywhere you can so this information gets out to as many people as possible. If anyone has any questions, I'll be more
Bro. Yo, this is insane, bro. Like, jeez, I'm not gonna be surprised if y'all might get a part 3 of this video, of like more stuff coming out, because this is literally just 1 day ago. This is 1 day ago that this just happened. Like, bro, oh my lord, bro. But I mean, I hope y'all enjoyed. Subscribe to me, subscribe to this. Make sure to support Schelp, like either on Twitter, YouTube, or just anywhere really. But yeah, bro, just subscribe.